Yeah, what's up, guys? So, we got market open right now. Um, pretty simple, pretty simple day. Got data high right here, and then we got data low. So, we're really looking for either one of these to get hit and get an entry to it. So, we're seeing some displacement to data low right now. Um, if we can get a follow or some sort of retrace to it, that would be great. But if not, that is okay. So the stats say the last 2 years, when CPI opens green, like it is right now, if it opens green, the day ends up green as well, like 60% of the time. So that's a statistic to keep in mind from edgeful.com. That's the stats from edgeful.com. So, yeah, we'll see if the rest of the day ends up green, but low-key leaning a little bit more bullish. I'd rather see data highs get taken. We took out previous, or we fill this daily gap right now actually. So we are rejecting off of that. So actually, I'd rather see data lows get taken, honestly, because we are in this big daily gap right now, right? So we hit the midpoint of this daily gap, go lower. Now we're displacing towards data lows. If we can get something like this, I'll look to take a little scalp. But if we're just going to displace like that, then yeah, we can't really do much about that, honestly. So hopefully we get some sort of 1 minute retrace and a flip. That would be a quick little day. Yeah. Nice displacement towards data lows. Let's see what we get here. Looking at the 30-second. Okay. Damn. 30-second. Think it might just go and take this out. Oh. Okay. Let's see. Come on. Come on. Come on. Push us into that gap right there. Real quick. Real quick. I don't know what this was actually at 5:05. So I'll mark this out as well because we got two big wicks. I think something might have came out at 5:05. Some Trump talk or whatever, because this is a little odd. Okay. 30-second again? Yeah, I don't know. That is, we were just rejecting off of something on the 30-second, which literally nothing off of the 30-second. I don't know. Even on the 15-second, we don't have anything. Might just be a no entry to these data lows. That is a potential. Okay. Might just be a grind lower. That's what we're seeing right now. Yeah, okay, there's this big 2-minute gap. Actually, a whole 3-minute gap right here. Let's see if we get a rejection now. We are retracing back into it. Alright. Obviously not a 5-minute yet. Oh wait, I need to draw it a little bit lower. Okay. Finally got that retrace. We're just looking for a flip. Strong flip. Okay, we got this 30-second gap right here. If you get a strong inverse, I'll look to get in. Go break even at this low right here. Give me something strong. Strong displacing close. Or if we open a 1-minute gap. Okay, we're probably not opening a 1-minute gap actually. Yeah, if we open a 30-second gap, which we have right here, even if we retrace higher, if this gets like, if this ends up getting inverse pretty cleanly, I'll still look to get in. We could still reject off the midpoint of this gap right here. So, yeah, I still really like data lows in this situation. I mean, we displaced towards it, and we are retracing into a gap. So yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Just need that confirmation before we get in. Let's see. Okay, we have 1 minute until we open a 5-minute gap. Hopefully this stays. That's what I'm assuming. That would be great. This gap opens up. Now we touch the midpoint of the 3-minute gap. Not seeing any strong rejections. So, damn, that's a little. That's not that great. That's not that great. Okay, we have 15 seconds now. Let's see if this 5-minute opens up. I think it is gonna open up actually. Alright. 5-minute has opened up. Now I want to see this tap into that 5-minute. That would be ideal. But if we get some strong displacement before that 5-minute gets tapped, then I can also just get in. Okay. So this is a good displacement candle, but I'm not going to short it because we have this 30-second gap right here. So we could easily tap this and then continue higher to that 5-minute gap. So you got to be careful of that. Just because you see this displacement candle right here, we still have this gap. Potentially could hold us higher. So just being a little bit careful right now. All right. Yep. Looks like this 30-second is actually pushing us higher to that 5-minute gap right here. I expect this to get tapped now. Alright, and we haven't opened up anything on the 1 minute. Damn. Damn, okay. Looks like we're not going to tap into that 5 minute. Huh. Kind of just bouncing around here. Let's see. I feel like this might just run without us, and we're going to take out this break even. That would be so frustrating. I'm not going to lie. This candle needs to close strong if we want to get in this. That's the only way I'll get in. Okay. Yeah, at this point, I've seen multiple rejections off this 30-second. Now, the only way I'll get in off this 30-second inverse is if we tap back into this 5 minute. Because let's say this candle closes strong, I'm not going to get in because we have multiple rejections. And we've edged this 5 minute gap like twice already, so. Tapped into it 3 times. Didn't get one close. Just retrace into this, bro. Please. Please. I'm begging you, NQ. You know you want to, bro. Come on, bro. You know you want to. Like, this is so perfect, bro. Why are we stalling like this? Like, why? Like, look at this shit, bro. No way we're about to close strong after all of this, bro. Are we serious? Are we fucking serious, bro? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. Honestly, I'm thinking about changing my mind. Like, if we close pretty strong, like, it doesn't even look like we're going to go back to this 5 minute gap, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Might have to do a little play by play fucking, or I don't know what the fuck do they call it, like a fucking audible. I might have to pull out an audible and just fucking short this shit, bro. Grow a pair and just short this shit, for real. Cause like we're hesitating here right now. Now we're seeing some displacement, and it's like, you know, I'll go break even at this low right here. Yeah, I'm not really risking that much on this trade. Okay, I'm now break even. right. Well, there we go. So that's data load taken. Got our entry right here, around right here, for that 1-to-1. So quick little scalp around like what's $790 for the day. Some calm. Risk like a 1-to-1 for that. Yeah. So I know I said that I was waiting for that 5 minute to get tapped. This would have been ideal. But why I went with the audible and decided to play it out. I don't even know, did I enter off of this or did I enter off of this? I don't really remember. Something like this. I don't know. Fuck. Maybe it was this actually. Wait. $800. So like yeah, that's 20 points, right? So yeah. I entered off of this close right here. Then I had a 20. I think I just had a bad fill, but yeah, we'll just do this. Right? 2150. Okay. Now getting into why I took this. Okay. So of course we have this 5 minute gap right here, right? But we retrace into this 3 minute gap. We tap consequent encroachment of this. So the midpoint of this 5 minute gap or 3 minute gap right here, we see a strong rejection. Drop down to the 1 minute. There's no gaps created right here. So we go to the 30-second to see the only gap that was created, which is this 30-second gap right here. So we're seeing some hesitancy, right? We go back, we retrace a little bit, but we didn't end up tapping that 5 minute gap, which I actually thought we were going to do. And I said I wouldn't take it unless the 5 minute got retraced into. But right here, we have a nice displacing close. After all of this hesitancy right here, now we get that displacing close. It's not a soft close, it's a displacing close. So this gives me more conviction to short. And we have our break-even point right here. And I'm expecting a quick follow through, which is what we got. So this trade literally lasted me 1 minute, and I'm up, what, 4K for the day on 5 accounts. So yeah, that was a pretty good trade. Pretty quick day. What, it's like 949, 950. So yeah, that's fire. Let's see if I held. How much? Damn, that sure ran like 50 points. Obviously, I wouldn't get out at 50 points, but damn, at least we finally got a trade though, bro. Holy shit. So yeah, that was a good setup. Setup for the day. Setup for the day. My bad, I'm just checking how many points I could have gotten. Or like where did it reject off of. Okay. Yeah, that's today's trade. Wanted to end this video off with a little yap sesh at the end, if you guys want to stick around. So I've come to the decision that I think I'm going to end this series, because I'm not gonna lie, bro, every time I record and upload a video, it feels like I'm overthinking, and it's low-key kind of affecting my trading. I'm gonna just keep it like real with y'all. I'm just being 100% transparent here. And I've seen that like I haven't really been trading like myself. It feels like whenever I do commentary, like while I'm trading, I'm like over analyzing, if that kind of makes sense, to like push out some content. And I feel like I'm trying to force trades for content. I'm not saying this trade was forced. This was a good trade. But it's just like, I just look into the future, right? And like each video that I upload for this series, it's not all going to be like this, right? I'm not going to be taking trades every single day. So it's literally just going to be me uploading empty content because I'll just be sitting on my hands, just marking out highs and lows and fair value gaps, and then just like talking through it. And to me, I don't know if that's like quality content, you know, and it kind of like forces me to take a trade in a way. And I hope you guys are like trying to get what I'm trying to say. Because like if I keep like analyzing stuff and keep talking through like what could happen and what could not happen, I'll be like, okay, so if this could happen, why am I not in a trade, right? So I don't know. That's kind of what runs through my head when I'm like talking through commentary and stuff. So I decided I'm going to put an end to this series, or maybe a pause. Maybe I'll come back if I'm more comfortable. But yeah, I don't know. I'm a little new to this content stuff, so still working it out. Still trying to see what works and what doesn't work. Um, I wanted to do this because I feel like people in the space don't really do stuff like this, right? Like in the content creation space, like the trading community. I haven't really seen anybody done like a series like this, so I was like, all right, I might as well give it a shot. But honestly, it's like I understand why people don't do stuff like this because it is a little bit stressful. I'm not gonna lie, and at least I gave it a shot. And I know this series was short, but yeah, at least we ended it off with a trade. We ended off with a banger as well. So yeah, I'll see you guys in like the next trade recap. I'll make a trade recap actually for this trade, and yeah, yeah, that kind of caps the series, guys. A little sad, but yeah, I'll see you guys next video. Stay safe. Hope you guys learned something from this last analysis.